September 17th lunar eclipse starts a completely new cycle that will go on for the next 2 years, culminating in August of 2026. Now this lunar eclipse will be in Pisces, and the lunar nodes will be making a transition from Aries Libra axis, where they're currently now, into Pisces Virgo axis. So with this lunar eclipse being in Pisces, I'll start with you, Pisces. Pisces, this full moon lunar eclipse starts a new cycle for you that will take place and will be initiated in the first house, house of self. And that means that you will undergo a transformation where you could either change your image, your hair, the way you look, the way you dress, or the way others perceive you will be changing. And it could be either due to you potentially changing your name, meaning you might get married. So it's change of status, right? Change of status, it's how others view you, how you view yourself as well. Or you could become a parent. You might literally give birth to a child. Full moons are times of birthing something. Can be a birth of a project, can be a birth of a child. In addition to this full moon lunar eclipse, there is also supportive energy from a minor grand trine configuration. So we have Pluto in Capricorn and Uranus in Taurus in earth signs, supporting you with your realization of your goals, with your self-realization, or achieving something tangible and seeing the results, not just dreaming, not just visualizing that dream. The full moon is conjunct Neptune. Neptune is in Pisces. It's a very strong placement for Neptune and a strong energy. So you are dreaming big, and now you have that support to realize those dreams. You might meet someone influential, make a new connection, a new influential friend, or you might have an opportunity to present, to be on stage, to speak out and share your knowledge, your expertise with the world, because Uranus, which represents sudden events, sudden news, is in the third house. Third house is the house of communication. So this is for you, Pisces. Virgos, for you, this lunar eclipse will take place in the 7th house of relationships, long-term business, or romantic relationships. So your husband, your wife. Given that it is a full moon and it's a lunar eclipse, there might be some endings. You might decide that this business partner is no longer beneficial for you, or you feel that there is something that's not productive in the relationship with your significant other, something that needs to be reworked. Once again, this lunar eclipse starts a cycle, a new 2-year cycle. So there might be some realization happening now, but it will open up in the next 2 years, and you might see the results of it in 2026. So when it comes to your significant other, since this lunar eclipse is conjunct Neptune, you might feel like you don't have a full picture, you don't have clarity. You might be suspicious of your partnerships, business partnerships, your romantic partnerships. Maybe your significant other is having an affair, you're feeling something, sensing something, because Neptune is all about your intuition. So listen to your intuition. Neptune is also about delusions, so be careful not to fall prey to this. Don't wear rose-colored glasses. A positive support, harmonious support, in addition to Neptune and Saturn conjunct this lunar eclipse, is that we have a minor grand trine, and for you Virgos, it will be impacting your 9th house and your 5th house. So you might meet someone influential who can help you with your hobby and turn your hobby into your potentially your alternative source of income, if taken seriously, because Pluto is in the 5th house and it has a sextile to the full moon in the 7th house. So you might develop a new important business relationship. It can also be a romantic relationship. 5th house is all about love, romance, creativity, children. So it can be that you might get a sudden news Uranus is in the 9th house, and Uranus is all about sudden news. So it can also affect your children if you have children. So the way that this lunar eclipse can play out is through your children's life. Where something important could happen in their life that will impact you indirectly as well. With Uranus in the 9th house, 9th house can represent legal matters, any kind of immigration matters. So if you have any pending cases, visas, citizenship applications, etc., it will be a positive news, can be a sudden news, just thanks to this harmonious energy provided by that minor grand trine. Geminis, this lunar eclipse will unfold in the 10th house for you, and it will initiate a new cycle which will go for the next 2 years. So this is just the beginning of something. Now with full moons, it is about releasing things. It is about birthing things, about celebrating your accomplishments or achievements. Given that it is in the 10th house, it is quite possible you might change your jobs, your careers, but 10th house is just bigger than your job or your career. It is about your vocation, about your purpose, your sense of accomplishment and achievement in this life. It's bigger than just 9 to 5, your realization. So this is where this full moon will be for you. You might start your own business, or you might work from home. That will impact your status and the way that you are seen by this world. 10th house is about your public image, right? Public image is your status. So that could also involve getting married or getting divorced or becoming a parent. Now, this full moon is supported by a minor grand trine configuration. So it's between Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune. It's a very supportive energy. So whether you would like to become your own boss, create something of your own, and be the leader, it is completely up to you, but you have the supportive energy to actualize and to manifest this into something tangible. Now, Uranus is a planet of surprises and developments in terms of like advancements, like technological advancements and breakthroughs. You might come up with a brilliant idea, because right here Uranus is sitting on the ascendants, for Gemini. So for Gemini's rising, you might be just like kind of like struck by lightning, and you have this eureka moment that you will be able to actualize thanks to the supportive energy from the minor grand trine. Whether you would like to work from home, this would be an option too, and you have that ability. Whether you would like to transform your life over the next 2 years, just feel that you are fully supported on your new path, Geminis. Sagittarius, for you this lunar eclipse will take place in the 4th house. 4th house, it's about your home, it's about your family, it's about your childhood, it's your place of living, your current residence. So you might be changing where you currently live, you might be moving somewhere, given that this full moon is conjunct Neptune. Neptune represents water, who knows, you might be moving somewhere close to the water, whether it's ocean, sea, lake, whatever. When Neptune is in the 4th house, just be mindful of water leakages, like faulty pipes or any kind of humidity issue. It can also be about your relationship and something to do with your mother. Moon in astrology represents mom. This full moon also forms a harmonious minor grand trine configuration with Uranus and with Pluto. Now, Pluto being in the 2nd house means that you can receive a substantial sum of money. It can be related to your employment. Uranus in the 6th, meaning it's your job, your daytime job. So potentially you might need to move because of your job, because it pays you well, or you might start something from home. You can work from home. You can consult from home, consult online, or you can open up a salon in one of your rooms where you can do beauty procedures, etc. One thing to be mindful of, Sagittarius, is that with Uranus in the sixth house represents health-related matters, and with full moon being in the fourth house, you can potentially have one of your relatives, close relatives, having to undergo some kind of surgery. Uranus is very sudden event, so it might be an implant surgery that might be required. But given that it is a supportive and harmonious energy of this minor grand trine, it is indicative that things will go smoothly.